Hello, children. How are you all? I'm glad to have you all in my presence. And what does that mean? You all have been promoted from class 3 to class 4. Aren't you all happy about that? Yes, right? So, here we are going to learn a new subject called social science. What are we going to study from this? On which topic the subject revolves? You might have all these questions in your minds right now. Yes, this is nothing but what you studied in your previous class as EVS. Now we are going to study this in little more detail as social science. It's a combination of history, geography and civics. History is nothing but the study of past, so here we are going to know the stories. Geography is the study of places, our earth and how the animals and human societies have spread across it. It's all about facts. Civics is study of citizenship, rights and duties. Now, aren't you interested to know what happened in our past before our father, our great-grandfather were born? Yes, right? Let's go into the chapter. Get ready with your content book. It's page number 28. The first chapter which we are going to look into is Great Rulers of the Past. By studying this, we'll get an insight about how our people were there in the past, how they were governed and ruled by the kings, how the kings were, their valuable networks of soldiers, about their war and conquests, how brave and determined the kings were, and etc. The first ruler which we are going to look upon is the great Ashoka. Before going into the lesson, let's have a pre-activity through Picture Connect. Look into page number 28. What are those four pictures? Yes, they are the edicts of Ashoka. The king Ashoka communicated to his people through edicts which has been carved on pillars and rocks. So here you need to find the answers for the questions given below. Find out what were the two most common languages in which edicts were written. Why do you think these languages were used? Find the answers and write in pencil with the help of your parents, and I'll discuss the answers in the next video. Here comes a map. In this map you can see the places highlighted in violet and maroon color. These places were under Ashoka's control. You can see how big his empire was. Can you locate the state Bihar? Yes, the city Pataliputra, the present-day Patna, was his capital. This big empire of Ashoka is known as the Mauryan Empire or the Mauryan dynasty. The word Mauryan Empire came from his grandfather's name Chandragupta Maurya, who was the founder of Mauryan dynasty. Chandragupta Maurya, as the founder of Mauryan dynasty, is the first king who was succeeded by Bindusara, the father of Ashoka, and Ashoka be the third king. Here comes the timeline of Ashoka. Ashoka was born on 300 BCE. His rule begins in the year 265 BCE and it lasted till 238 BCE. Ashoka died in the year 238 BCE. BCE is nothing but before Common Era. It is before the birth of Jesus Christ. Here you can see the picture of Ashoka's grandfather Chandragupta Maurya and the extension of Mauryan dynasty. Ashoka the Great. Okay, now, have you thought how Ashoka was able to become the ruler of such a vast empire? Is it by pleading and begging to other kings he would have acquired all his empire? No, definitely no. He acquired by going on war with other kings. Ashoka was considered a bloodthirsty and powerful, greedy individual. What does that mean? Ashoka never valued people's life. He wanna acquire many kingdoms and become superpower king. It didn't last for much time until the cruel Kalinga War happened. Kalinga War happened in the year 260 BC. It was the worst war of all time. Kalinga War opened Ashoka's eyes. He was shocked by the bloodshed and people losing their life and families. From then onwards, he realized that he wanted to have peace and non-violence. So he followed Buddhism. Teachings of Buddha greatly influenced him. This is because of the impact of Kalinga War. He learnt and he started spreading Buddhism. This happened after Kalinga War. So after Kalinga War, he started following Dharma principles. He spread Buddhism and he became a very good administrator. The main principles of Dharma are following peace and non-violence, obeying parents and giving respects for everybody, Brahmins, teachers and priests. Spread of Buddhism. As I said, he spreads Buddhism. He built shrines. Shrines is nothing but the Buddhist temple. One of the famous Buddhist shrine is Great Stupa, which is in Sanchi. Sanchi is a place in Madhya Pradesh. Even now we can visit the place. Ashoka, the administrator. Ashoka built many roads, rest houses and viharas for the travelers and Buddhist monks. Viharas is nothing but a big hall where the traveling people, they go there, they have a short nap and they continue their travel or walk. He constructed hospitals for people and animals and also medicines were supplied to them. He planted trees along the roadsides and he dug wells for people convenience. So during his reign, during his rule, people lived in a prosperous way. That means they lived in a wealthy and healthy way. The life was very comfortable for them. They lived very happily. And now I would like to share few more information outside the box. The legacies of Ashoka. What do you mean by legacy? Legacy is nothing but transmitting or transferring or receiving something from our ancestors, a property from our grandfather or grandparents. This is known as legacy. So for example, if your grandmother gives her jewels to your mom, so that is a legacy. It's a property from receiving from her, isn't it? Yeah. Similarly, our national emblem is an adoption from the lion capital of Ashoka in a pillar at Sarnath. Same way, the chakra in national flag, which is also called as Ashoka chakra, depicts the Buddhist Dharma chakra represented with 24 lines. You can count the lines in the chakra. There will be 24 lines. This is all about the great King Ashoka. I would like you to give a loud reading the content which is in page number 29. Then underline the hard words and write twice in your homework note. Till then, I'll meet you in next video. Thank you.